everyone, this is Martha with Bird and Barn Designs, and today I'm going to be bringing you an incredible vintage postcard haul that I got from my sweet friend Debbie Ham, and she sells on her channel under the name of Three Hens and a Chick, and the name of her business is Dutch Ridge Primitives. And she does these fabulous sales over on her channel, and I will link that channel in the description, and you have got to go subscribe and hit notify me when you see her sales come up, because when I say she has incredible prices, I'm not exaggerating. She also has guests come on her channel and sell, so there's incredible vintage ephemera sellers, there's paper sellers, there's all kinds of goodies over on her channel. So you have got to stop over there and subscribe and follow her and give her some love, because she really provides a service to our craft community like no other. So I want to show you these vintage postcards. I don't even know where to start. I've got so many of them. So look at these gorgeous cards. I was after some religious ephemera and some churches, and look at these beautiful cards. They have the writing on them, the stamps. These look like they're from 1908, 1910. Absolutely beautiful. So there's so many of them that we can't go through them all, but I just want to give you a good idea of what's available. So she was keeping an eye out on the religious ones for me, and look at these beautiful cards. Some of them are linen, and I don't know if the camera will pick up the embossing. Let's see if we can kind of pick that up. But you can see on the back side how it's textured, and then over here it's raised, and just absolutely gorgeous. Look at this one. This is all embossed on linen paper. Some have writing, some do not. Look at this one. Oh my goodness. Look at how beautiful that is. You can see the embossing on that side. So there's just one beautiful one after the next. And what she does is, on her sales for the cards, she'll just put like eight cards down, 10 cards down at a time with the A, B, C, D, and then you just hop in there and bid. And the linen cards she was selling for $2 a card. Can you believe that? And the ones that were not linen, she was selling for only $1 a card. And some of them, like I said, have the writing, some do not. And I think that's okay, because sometimes you want a little bit of vintage flair to it, and although the cards are vintage, you want the vintage writing, and sometimes you just want them plain so you can decorate and embellish and do what you wish with it. So this one, there's writing here. This says the name of the hotel in Miami, Florida, and then somebody wrote hotel. And then says there are some mosquitoes here, but it is an interesting place. That's so fun. And this was in 1908, and it was sent to someone in Columbia, Missouri. And Columbia holds a special place in my heart. That's where I wanted to go to journalism school when I was in college. So here's Columbia, Missouri again. A lot of these came from Missouri, which is my hometown, or my home state, St. Louis. So I just love seeing them all. And here again, writing on the front, writing on the back. This was an interesting one. So you've got all kinds. Here's a man in his sombrero. 1905, A Day in the City in Denver, Colorado. 1906. So just one beautiful one after the next, and such a variety. Like, we were having fun for days. She'd just pop up and have like a pop-up sale and say, we're doing postcards today, and we'd all get on and just start bidding like crazy. And before you know it, you have a vintage ephemera stash like no other. So all of these gorgeous, gorgeous cards. Some are written, some are not. I just think they're wonderful. So we'll skim through here. This is the Lanier Gold Room in the James F.D. Lanier home in Madison, Indiana. Indiana is now my state that I live in, so we're not very far from Madison. So that's the inside of a vintage restored home. So lots of pretty ones there. And then look at these. Oh my goodness. So we've got birthday, we've got best wishes, we've got Christmas, we've got Easter, we've got Valentine's Day. Just anything you can think of, there's a card for. You can see all that beautiful embossing there. And look at this one. That was a Valentine one, and look at how vintage that looks. I love the shabby grunginess of this card. A lot of people would say, ooh, you know, let's toss that because it's got all the bends and the tears and everything. But if you're looking for true vintage ephemera, this is it right here. I love that. Look at this one. Pretty little lady and all the pretty little flowers on there. There's a little Cupid. That one's really grungy on the back. And then this one is beautiful. This is all raised, all the flowers, the little heart there. You can see all the texture on the back. And then some beautiful, beautiful florals. Look at how gorgeous that writing is. So, so pretty. Here's another little cherub. So this was Valentine's Day. We were doing a lot of Valentines that day. I was fascinated by the old buildings, the beautiful churches. That one doesn't say what church it is. That's from 1907. Absolutely stunning. And then some beautiful, beautiful churches here in Clarence, Missouri. Abraham Lincoln's home in Springfield, Illinois. That's a vintage linen one. Look at this linen one. So beautiful. Just one is more pretty than the next. So we'll flip through them here really quick. Best wishes. Look at this one. Isn't that gorgeous? With every good wish. And you can see the embossing on the back. Oh, I love it. So as I was bidding, I was thinking, oh, $1, and you just bid, you know, here and there, you put in what you would like, and they stack up, and before you know it, you receive a beautiful package from Deb with 70 postcards at a time in it. This was several orders right here, and I just could not be more thrilled because now I have just a beautiful, beautiful stash of vintage ephemera. And I've got some ideas on what to do with these. This has got kind of a metallic, like a foily look to it. These two do. So pretty. And that one with the embossed. These look so pretty tucked in a journal pocket. You could make little, if you could get two similar, you could put them back to back and make a little pocket like that. And tuck some ephemera in there. I just think they're gorgeous. You can add fabric to them. You can add lace to them. You can add a little pull topper to them. You know, just all kinds of things. And then she had some that were specific to cities and states. And this was from Galveston, Texas. And look at this. This she sold for $1. And look at all these. Look at how cool that is. It's got a whole, I think there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 of them. And then they have the pictures on both sides, different pictures. Isn't that neat? Oh, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 18 pictures altogether. So that is really fun. That's a unique one. If you were doing a journal for someone special from Texas, that would be something to poke in there. And then I've put some up here that I pulled out that were special. Best wishes at Christmas. That was the embossing. This was a prayer card, a beautiful vintage prayer card from 1916. Love, love, love that one. Look at this postcard. It almost looks like somebody made that themselves. But look at all the embossing around there. It's like a 3D effect. So beautiful. Hearty congratulations. It's got the gold on there, the gold accents and the embossing. This one I thought was spectacular. Birthday wishes with the little beautiful boat with the florals, and that one's all embossed. That is so, so pretty. Some of them I can see the year on and some I can't, by the way they stamp. And then this one, another lovely, lovely one. Look at that. How pretty. So beautiful. Look at how textured that is. Oh, I just love it. And the, oops, I put that one sideways. And then this one is like a cabinet card. It has that cabinet card look. And she was selling these for $2. And they are postcards, but they look like cabinet cards with real photos on them. So I just think that is gorgeous. Those will look so beautiful in a vintage book. So we have those, and then she sold them by the pack. So she's got random packs of 10. So there's all kinds of random packs. They've got all kinds of things in them. Some, again, have writing, some do not. There's one with the dog. Here's some with some scenery. Bighorn Mountain in Wyoming. These are a lot of places. There's a pack. That's very beautiful. Look at this one. Welcome to the Wolverine family. That's very different. So that was in the pack of 10. Let's tuck that back in there so I don't lose my counts of 10. And I forget what she had these for. Deb, if you watch this and you're in the comments, please refresh my memory. I can't remember what you had these priced at, but it was like crazy, crazy inexpensive. So just beautiful, beautiful. Look at that one. Gorgeous, gorgeous cards. And random. There's a beautiful church building. Just random. So you get surprised, and I love that. There's some with water on there. Scenery. Look at that one. That almost looks like a watercolor. That's Canton, Illinois in there. And then beautiful, beautiful sceneries. So those were all the packages of 10. And these will make, like, when you're doing Happy Mails and things, they'll make wonderful little additions. Tuck a couple of these in there. You've not invested a lot of money. Look at this one. That one looks like a photograph. I can remember my father, he had a camera that printed, when we printed the pictures, it looked just like that. Very shiny, very glossy. That is the Suwannee River in Florida. So, like, you just get such a variety. And like I was saying, when you're doing Happy Mail, people love to get this kind of stuff. These are things that you can't find every day, and just really special. And you can zhuzh them up and put your special touches on them. You could put, like, say, let's see, let's find one here that we could zhuzh up. So this one's got the gold on there, the beautiful floral. You could run a bead of rhinestones down here, or a strip, not a bead, a strip of rhinestones, a strip of pearls. Let's see if I have a, I was playing last night and I had some little goodies laying around here. Let's see if I can find any. Oh, shoot. What did I do with them? I just knocked my glue bottle over. I know I had a strip here. Well, here's a tiny strip. Let's see. Here's a tiny little bunch. But say you have, you know, you just want to put a little embellishment here and there. Just put a little there, put a little tattered looking lace down here on the corner. You know, just all kinds of things you can do to make them just a little interesting, a little special. I think they're so fun. So that is that. And then if that's not enough to be offered these lovely postcards at such a wonderful price, she does giveaways. And I was blessed to be the winner of a giveaway one day. And look at what she gave away. 50 postcards. That was my giveaway prize. 50 random postcards. I'm just like in postcard heaven over here. So we've got all these gorgeous cards. There's a linen one. So pretty. Another linen one. Another linen one. So she's got a variety of all kinds of them mixed in there. And this is what these packs that I just showed you, the packs of 10, they're like this. They're just random, fun, interesting cards. So you can pick out, look at that. That looks like a watercolor. That is beautiful. That is Mount Vernon Mansion in Washington. In Washington? Yes, in Washington. How beautiful is that? Another one. Just so gorgeous. State Hospital in Rochester, Minnesota. Beautiful. Just so pretty. Like, look at this one. Oh my goodness. State Capitol in St. Paul, Minnesota. Look at that embossing on there. Here's some cowboys out in the field with their chow wagon or their travel wagon, whatever that is. Just such fun things. Here's another inside of a vintage home. And think of all the things you can do with these. I mean, it's just fantastic. Look at this with the Adobe home. Gorgeous. Here's some with vintage cars on them. Just so cool. If you're doing a journal for a man's journal, these vintage car ones are so fun. So just, you know, just too much fun with these cards. There's just so much you can do. I see another pretty one back here. There's one with all kinds of pictures on it. But then look at this one. Here's a December. And look at how tattered and lovely that is. I just think they're incredible. So Deb, thank you so very much for offering these wonderful cards. I just can't get over the price. I can't get over the selection. I can't get over how my stash has increased exponentially with all these goodies. I just am so thrilled. So that is the postcards. Like, do you think I have enough? She's going to do some more, and I bet you I'm on that sale going, me. Here's a whole other stack I don't think we looked at. Look at all the beautiful cards. Oh, this one. This one is gorgeous. Yep, we didn't even look at this stack. So pretty. Just, you know, just gorgeous. One after the next. Prettier than the next. Here's some beautiful buildings. Oh my goodness, I just can't get over it. So Deb, thank you so much. I appreciate the selection and the care that you put into everything. You are such a sweet friend and you are so dear to me. And I just appreciate all you do for our crafting community. And y'all, please go over to her channel. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit notify me, hit the like, give her some love. Let's help her channel grow. And invite your friends when she has a sale. Invite your friends along because you're not going to find things that are anywhere near this affordable and interesting. And I just think that it's incredible that she offers this. And she really scours our craft community to find some beautiful items. So that is the postcard haul, y'all. I just hope you enjoyed it. I just can't wait to start playing with all of these. Just, gorgeous little things, and we will just see what we make with them. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate you all so much. I am trying to grow my channel as well, and I'm getting very close to 1,000. And at 1,000, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for my subscribers, and I would just about bet that some of these might be in that giveaway. So if you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe. I've got a little flying friend down here. I'm trying to hide him, and he's not hiding, so there he is. It's summer in the country, so what are you gonna do? So I appreciate you all for watching. Thanks so much. Hit that subscribe button and be sure and follow Deb's channel. Bye, y'all.